Hello, Standard 10. Going to teach biology, and it is chapter 6 photosynthesis and part 1. So, this is the starting part, the beginning. Now, what is photosynthesis? This is one of the most easy topic of biology. The word photosynthesis you have heard in class 1, standard 1. 1, 2, 3 and 10th also you are going to study about the photosynthesis, and the highest class in post graduation MSc also photosynthesis is there. So same topic, only the material, more and more material will be added and the standard of photosynthesis will increase. So whatever I am teaching now, it will be different, I am sure. It will be different whatever you have studied from that. So first thing, photosynthesis, it is made up of two words, photo and synthesis. And photo means light and synthesis to prepare food. To prepare food means preparation of food in the presence of light. That process is known as photosynthesis. Preparation of food in the presence of light. Okay. Now, only green plants have got the capacity to prepare food. Other plants or other than green plants, they haven't got the capacity to prepare food. Now why? What is there in the green plant? Dear children, we have discussed about the plant cell and animal cell. In plant cell, plastids are present, and we have discussed there are three types of plastids: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Here we are not going to discuss chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast. In green plants, the cell of the green plants contain chloroplast, and chloroplast contain a green pigment. And the name of that green pigment is the chlorophyll. So, preparation of food by the green plant in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, that process is called as photosynthesis. So, let me write the definition of photosynthesis. What you have learned in your previous classes. So, it is a process in which green plants prepare their food. A process in which green plants prepare their food in the presence of light and chlorophyll using raw materials like carbon dioxide and water. Now this is the definition. A process in which green plants prepare their food in the presence of light, chlorophyll, using raw materials like carbon dioxide and water, and that process is called as photosynthesis. Now, and the balanced chemical equation you must write. 6CO2 plus 12 H2O in the presence of light and chlorophyll. In the presence of light and chlorophyll, C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O plus 6O2, and this is the balanced chemical equation for the photosynthesis. One thing you haven't noticed, I have written here light. Here also, a process in which green plants prepare their food in the presence of light. Light means not necessary sunlight. In the presence of artificial light also. Artificial light also. Photosynthesis can take place. Very clear or not? In the presence of artificial light, bulb light, and you will be surprised to know that the rate of photosynthesis depends on the color of the light also. Means different colors. The rate of photosynthesis will be different. Light is a form of energy. Okay, so in the presence of light, a process by which green plants which are green, which contain chloroplast, green plants prepare their food, and raw materials in the food are carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide is obtained from atmosphere by the help of stomata, gaseous exchange. Carbon dioxide is obtained from atmosphere, and water is absorbed by the root from the soil. And this water and carbon dioxide both are necessary for photosynthesis. So, the simplest definition of the photosynthesis you must have seen. Now, as I have written that green plants prepare their food in the presence of light and chlorophyll. That process is called as photosynthesis. See here, carbon dioxide and water. What are they? They are simple inorganic compounds. Simple inorganic compounds. And these simple inorganic compounds are converted to what? Glucose. And glucose is what? Complex organic compound. Converted to complex organic compound. Now, dear children, you can see here a process in which simple inorganic compound is converted to complex organic compound. Okay, that process is known as photosynthesis. Simple inorganic compound converted to complex organic compound in the presence of light and chlorophyll is known as photosynthesis. Light and chlorophyll means light is necessary and chlorophyll is necessary, and simple inorganic compound, carbon dioxide and water is simple inorganic compound, and is converted to organic compound. Organic compound is glucose and it is complex. See the formula and see its formula. Simple and it is complex. So a process in which simple inorganic compound is converted to complex organic compound in the presence of light and chlorophyll, that process is called as photosynthesis. Now we can define it some other way also. What other way we can define? See here. It is a process in which solar energy, or light energy, okay, solar energy or light energy is converted to chemical energy. Try to understand. A process in which solar energy is converted to chemical energy. This is the food. And in food, what does food contain? Chemical energy. So a process in which solar energy is converted to chemical energy in the presence of chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water is called as photosynthesis. Here no need to write in the presence of sunlight or light, because you have already mentioned in the beginning that a process in which solar energy is converted to chemical energy in the presence of chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water, and that process is known as photosynthesis. So name the following or give single word for the following. A process in which solar energy is converted to chemical energy. In the presence of chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water. What is that process? That process is the carbon dioxide. And one more thing. Any of the definition you can write. But don't forget to write this balanced chemical equation. If you will not write the balanced chemical equation, your answer is not the complete answer. Okay. And one more thing I would like to say, that glucose which is formed is used up by the plant. All the glucose are not used at a time. This glucose, the extra glucose, is converted to starch. Extra glucose is converted to starch and it is stored in the storage organ. Okay. This extra glucose is converted to starch and is stored in the storage organ, so that during night time, or if there is no light, that time also plant may get energy, may get food. Suppose it is continuously raining for 1 month. What do you think? The plant will die? No. They will not do the photosynthesis, but whatever the food they have prepared, it is converted into starch and it is stored in the plant body, storage organ of the plant body, and that starch will be utilized to give energy. So definition is clear that what is photosynthesis. Now why photosynthesis is necessary? Dear children, if photosynthesis will not take place, what we will eat? If plant will not be there, we get food from the plant. Rice, wheat, whatever food we need. Suppose I am talking about that milk. We get milk from the cow. But how the cow will survive? By eating grass. How the tiger will survive? By eating the herbivores. Means on this earth, if life is possible, the main region is the plant. because directly or indirectly we are dependent on plant for the food. So this part is clear. Now not only food, you can see here that plant gives oxygen also, and due to this oxygen, the oxygen level of the environment, atmosphere is maintained. Otherwise, day by day, the population is increasing. We will consume all the oxygen of the earth, and the atmosphere, one a day will come that there is no atmosphere in the oxygen. There is no oxygen in the atmosphere, and that oxygen level is maintained by this plant. And what we are doing, we are cutting the plant, we are destroying forest. A day will come, the earth will become a barren planet. No life will be possible if there is no plant on the earth. So dear children, the importance of plant, what to tell? Simple, two important: plant is necessary for food and plant is necessary for oxygen, that we have discussed. Now, coming to the chlorophyll, that plant contains chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is present in a plastid, and the name of that plastid is chloroplast. And dear children, to draw the diagram of chloroplast will be asked. So let us learn how to draw a diagram, not diagram based question, to draw a diagram. First, draw like this. Very clear? And it is a double membranous body. So two membrane must be here. Very clear? Must be two membrane. So two membranes are here. And this is the diagram of a chloroplast. What is present inside? Inside, some fluid is present or matrix is present, and that is called a stroma. Not a stoma, that is called a stroma. And certain rings-like structures are there. Okay, certain rings-like structures are there, and these rings-like structure are called as grana. What they are called? Grana. And singular is granum. So don't be confused in grana and granum. And this one is called as fret. So dear children, must practice to draw the diagram, because you will be asked to draw the diagram, not a diagram based question. So it is a ultrastructure of chloroplast. And what do you mean about ultrastructure? Ultrastructure means seen under electron microscope, not by simple microscope. If you will observe by electron microscope, this way, this type, it will be visible, and then that structure is called as ultrastructure. So it is the ultrastructure diagram of a chloroplast. So dear children, today up to this much. In the next video, we will discuss the rest part. Thank you very much.